Roll the credits.
You guys were here in just seconds.
Well, we're in now. Oh,
Big
we're gonna have to
room. After dark.
We're gonna have to cover the.
All right, that's enough of that. We'll have to make a After Dark. I love the Big Room After Dark. That's awesome.
I think that's a direct reference. I think was it Playboy After Dark?
Oh, it's Playboy After Dark. Yeah.
It was okay. Which
Was
is
I got
to work on a
couple
After
episodes
Dark
in Hollywood.
Yeah.
What was that, Ad Hoc?
You got to work.
I got to work on a couple episodes of Playboy After Dark.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I was in Hollywood.
As a lover, as an actor.
It was before. Just I was working at the facility, and they rented the facility to do the show, and I was just a gopher. I was just a PA.
They call that a fluffer, not a gopher.
Fluffer,
kind of same. I mean, like digging holes, getting in there.
It's the same thing.
Setting off bombs at the end, like in Caddyshack, but metaphorically speaking, down there. Putting the hose down in there and water comes out and all the gophers.
If you're a fluffer and you're, and as long as it's for like the sexuality that you're into, it's kind of a bonus, right? It's like you're getting paid plus.
Yeah, and you don't have to, and you're not on camera. You're just fluffing, right?
Not on camera. You're just getting to give pleasure.
Is there a fluffer union?
Get the gout.
You would think so. There's a fur. Is there a fur union?
Oh my God! If there's no fluffer union, then my concern would be that you don't have any say in who you're fluffing.
That's correct. Yeah, or what you get paid. Here's the nice little crack rock for you to get through this, to take the memory away.
Nobody wants to really fluff on Ron Jeremy unless you're getting paid.
Yeah,
Chuck.
Well, I don't know. You met somebody that was into
Ron Jeremy looking dude.
What's that?
Isn't he referred to as the gopher or something like that? The hedgehog.
I know.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I got to share something that is just, you got to see this, and you just reminded me of it.
Welcome.
Hold on, this is coming. This is coming
to the big room after dark, where Ad Hoc yells, "It's coming! It's coming!"
Okay, wait. You guys are gonna.
And wait. Yes, indeed.
Hold on, it's coming. It's coming. Yeah, and wait.
Big room after dark.
Oh no. Okay. Come on, my computer's glitching.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
Computer's glitching after dark. This is where the big room gets to show what they're made of. No holes barred entertainment. You won't know where it's coming from. YouTube,
All right.
Spotify.
So
YouTube.
A couple weeks ago, not last week, it was the week before that.
Your ass banned. Big room after dark. The most banned after hours program.
It was a couple weeks ago that we were on here. It was a Wednesday. And somehow we were talking about The Crow.
Yes, somehow.
Yeah, somehow. It's constant.
It's the credits always bring it up. Because, well,
nothing is trivial.
Nothing is trivial.
So, it inspired me to watch The Crow.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It's a really real world.
So we ended the broadcast.
Farida. Pretty eyes.
I like the pretty eyes.
So we ended the broadcast, and I watched it. And
Mother's
and what I found is what I'm going to share with you, which is hilarious. I'm watching this movie, and there's a fight scene that takes place, and I will not be able to locate.
Whoa! There's a fight scene in The Crow.
Yeah.
I won't be able to locate it on here, but I will try.
You're thinking Edgar Allan Crow.
I'm thinking about Edgar Allan Poe.
Right. Evermore.
He wrote The Raven.
Evermore.
Right? Evermore.
Phoebe Dalla.
As I'm watching the fight scene, I'm like, that looks like Phoebe Dalla. She's in The Crow.
No kidding.
She's a little girl.
Right there. This is what she produced.
That's your old buddy. I
almost directed. I was almost a director on one of these Charlie's Death Wishes versions. Like we were talking, her and I were talking about me directing one of these.
Wow, that would have been a different. That's another branch in the reality chain.
Totally different branch.
I love it.
I mean, almost happened. But
you should do a whole after. You know what? In this, I'm just going to throw this out there because this is one of our first official Big Room After Dark. With
she had Lemmy. She was friends with Lemmy too. She's friends with Lemmy.
That's right. I remember you talking about her with Lemmy. Being a bar. But hear me out. Maybe the After Dark, we arrive as an alternate reality version of ourselves.
Right?
A what if, where one of our what ifs show up. And the director of a Ron Jeremy film.
I like it.
It's here.
Director ad hoc arrives to tell the tale that evening. And that's who you are that night.
We have to start.
You get weird. I like it, but it's role play, baby.
We got to start an hour earlier to get an extra hour of drinking.
Right.
And then
maybe we'll just have a special event. We'll have a quantum event.
October 31st. Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah, to arrive as an alternate, a Rick and Morty reality version of Ad Hoc, Rumble and Monk. Right. Ad Hoc, Rumble and Monk. Ad Hoc, Rumble and Monk.
This is the one where we're all friends with Elvis.
Again, that guy.
Again.
Was it Robot Elvis or Real Elvis?
Real Elvis.
Oh, I'm friends with Robot Elvis too. Before we worked on a thing. We were in the
Robot Elvis.
We were in the snack bar at the same time.
I got a message, by the way. I had a discussion with
Robot Gentili.
No, with
I'm gonna try to find the scene where she's in. I'm gonna try to find it for you guys.
Riggedy. Okay, find that scene. Fire it up. Find that scene.
Yeah,
and then I'll tell you somebody else who showed up in The Crow. Speaking of pornography, that's another story. Go ahead, BB.
Oh yeah, well, you mean the girl, the
mother?
Yeah,
the mother. Yeah, go ahead though.
But yeah, Riggedy Sizzle messaged me yesterday with a crisis. Yeah, crisis situation.
Sizzling crisis.
Yeah,
Hot Johnny.
Crisis.
Sizzling crisis.
Batman. In that
Jinx.
He was catching up on some Rick and Morty.
Sizzling crisis, Batman.
And he was like, dude. He's like, dude, I just watched season 1, episode 10 of Rick and Morty. And it's totally taken the wind out of my sails.
Is it furniture?
And I was like, what are you talking about? So I went back. As soon as he said it, I put on episode 10 of season 1. And it's the introduction. It's the introduction to the Council of Ricks, where they start opening up alternate dimensions. And you start seeing all the different Rick and Mortys in the world. And there's like a robot Rick and Morty and a cowboy Rick and Morty and a alien Rick and Morty and a Cyclops Rick and Morty and all that. And my first thought was, nah, dude, it's all right. This is just standard multi-dimensional sci-fi stuff. You know, it's just different things. But as I continued watching the episode, I'd totally forgotten that there is a scene where Rick and Morty are running from the Council of Ricks, and they're running through different dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
And so they run through a dimension where there's a piece of pizza sitting on a couch, talking on a phone with his friend, who's also sitting on a couch, and he's a piece of pizza. And the guy's on the phone said, "Hey, I'd like you to deliver me some extra thin people, topped with black olives, and the guy goes, "No, wait, get extra people. No, and anchovies." And then they run out the other side of the door.
Okay.
And then they come back in. And then when they come back in again, it's 2 sentient phones sitting on pizzas, ordering couches. But then they do run through a world where there are living couches using people as furniture.
Wow.
And he was like, dude, I'm fucked up right now. I don't know what to think of this.
Okay. I can see that dilemma, but I'm only gonna I'm just gonna take it as a teaser for the big story. It's Rick and Morty. You know what I mean? That's like a plug, if you ask me.
Well, what I said to him was, I was like, dude, I totally see what you're saying, and I see how that could hit you. As the thing, I'm like, no, dude, no one's ever thought of this before. But if you remember, I said to him, some of the early conversations we had was a concern over how easily would this be acceptable with the premise of the story be acceptable to just the public in general. How much explanation do you have to do to get just a random audience to accept the fact that in this dimension, all the living, all the
so they're doing the groundwork for him.
And so I said, and then plus if you take this Rick and Morty episode, and if you go through Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is a story that's been out for 40 years now.
No, almost 50 years. Yeah, 70s, right?
In 70s, early 80s, Hitchhiker's Guide. And in that book, they pass through a dimension where they all turn into furniture.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
But that's a very short section.
Great.
So there's that. And then Adrian found a movie on Amazon
called The Ottoman Empire,
called Killer Sofa, which has an actual sentient sofa
killing
people. Yeah.
But what's in the name?
And so then he was totally like, oh, dude, thanks, Brian. I'm feeling a lot better.
Karen's correcting his memory.
No, Amazon was trying to make a phone call or something.
Oh, to purchase an ottoman at this hour. At this hour. Purchasing ottomans at this hour.
Yeah. So we resolved the crisis, I think, and I was just like, yeah, no, dude, I don't think that's really a bad thing. If anything, it's just laying the groundwork that, hey, there's an audience here for this. You can get this across and expound upon it in a deeper way than anyone has done before.
Right.
So
at this point in the future, the most banned broadcast on Twitch, which is Big Room After Dark. This is where it could be you out there, pulls up all of these bits as we're talking about them with no holes barred. And you just enter any data you want that is relevant to the conversation that's happening here in Big Room After Dark. And that could be your gig. Hanging out, jibba-jabbing, listening to Jib Jab, and like being what's his face's partner is on that What's Its Face show. And the guy from Talk Radio that now talks to everybody full time. Anyway, and you just pull up all the references. That could be your shtick.
Do you have something for us, Ad Hoc? You still looking? Should we go through the...
Yeah, I'm still trying to find the moment because...
Self-destruct after broadcast.
I couldn't believe it because like it's literally just a couple seconds, like 2 seconds. And I was like, and it's dark. And I'm like, my God, that looked like...
I know.
And I had to look up, and I pulled up her
I had her for 2 seconds in the dark.
Hey!
For 2 seconds.
Yes.
Thank you.
We had some intimate
coitus for 2 seconds in the dark.
Lasted longer than 2 seconds. At least 20. Come on, give me some credit, guys.
All right. So let's see it. Come on, let's see him.
No, I mean I can't find it. It's like literally I'm trying to find 2 seconds of video within wait. Actually, I'm pretty close. Hold on.
I just found it. Wait.
I just found it. Look, there she is. Oh my gosh, shit. Pause. Son of a bitch. My shit is so glitchy right now. It's so glitchy.
I'm sorry. This rarely ever happens. It's just so glitchy right now. This hardly ever happens.
All right, here we go. Watch this. You're not gonna believe it.
Okay.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it.
All right, well, hold on.
I don't believe what I'm seeing there.
I don't believe that.
That was perfect. Oh, BB, that was good. All right, that's Brandon. That's Brandon.
There she is, right there.
That's the profile.
That's her.
Yeah, that's her. All right.
Awesome. I don't know what that means, but awesome.
It means she's Addison is awesome.
Nice.
She was awesome. Fucking in the Crow.
That's great for her. That's awesome. That's great. That's great. Man. That's great.
We're one. So now you're only 2 degrees of separation from the Crow.
From Brandon. Wow.
From Brandon Lee, right?
Yep. In the Crow.
That means we're only 3 degrees from Bruce Lee.
Ah! You knew I felt kick ass today.
That just happened. Can you fucking believe that? Did you see it?
Did you see us level up? Did you see the coins coming? We just
coming in clear.
Am I coming in clear? Did we level up? Did you see us level up? Was it clear?
All right. So do you want to listen to 6 minutes of weird music?
Duh.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's what's going to happen.
All right. So again, BB, for those who weren't here earlier, what's happening is, take it away, BB.
This is just a little an open call website that I discovered this past week, literally 2 days ago, called Ongoing, which I really like the concept behind it, where every month they encourage a flash fiction story that you can write a flash fiction story, and then the next month they encourage people to create a piece of music based on that story. The following month, whichever flash fiction or whichever music is chosen, they encourage people to write stories that were inspired by that music. And it goes on and on and on.
It's ongoing.
Yes. ...
On
there it is, ongoing. Space.
Space.
So here's the website. Here's what it is. And it's called the last piece of music is Glimmerings by Catherine Lee. It is Oboe d'Amour and Electronics by the Scuffed Computer Improviser.
That's d'Amour. It means of love. It's an oboe of love.
Oboe of love. And the Electronics by the Scuffed Computer Improviser, which was programmed by Taylor Brook.
We're the CSIs. Everybody knows it.
This is a 6 minute and 39 piece called Glimmerings. Are you ready?
All right, everybody, dummy up, take your mushrooms, and inject.
Go.
I like it. Has a samurai feel.
Looks like the beat's about to drop. Sounds like whales communicating.
So there you go.
Spoiler alert. There are 0 beats being dropped in
Correct.
Glimmerings. It is atmospheric
100%
to the max.
There are 0 beats being dropped. That's funny because it's
I was like, I saw the sound wave get bigger, and I was like, here come the beats.
Yeah,
I was like, that's a long intro. Here come the
No.
beats, and it was just
It's
more
all
of the
an
same, just
expression.
louder.
Yep, just
How
louder.
did this
An
inspire
expression.
you? What did you get from this?
Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna get all that. Let me tell you, to the one person in this room that hasn't written a story about it, because Adam was doing it while we were off screen. He told me, but it kind of reminded me of a couple different things. Yes, it was all atmosphere. Yes, I think I turned my mic on for a second. It reminded me of old samurai films. It reminded me of it was that weird cello grinding steel that was in Full Metal Jacket.
Sure.
That disturbing scene. Oh. It had I keep going back to the samurai movie and like like the Kill Bill, even referencing it in some fashion or another.
Sure.
There's something a little Blade Runner about it also.
Yeah, for me, it gave me a lot of feelings of a desolation, of a desert, of almost like the non-action sequences of a Mad Max. You know,
so it's old rusted machinery that's blowing in the wind.
Just kind of a very lonely existence
thing.
kind of thing, and it just give me like a loneliness kind of thing. Is what I got out of it, and just feeling it the whole way through,
Right.
But then I just wrote something and
180 words.
I don't remember. It's
You said it was like something very short like that.
Yeah, it's 179 words.
So I was right. I'm always right.
Yep. Yeah, 179 words.
When it comes to numbers.
And submitted it, but we'll see if they're all of the past.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, I'll read it. All of the past things have been much more story driven, which surprised me. Like I thought there'd be a lot more almost spoken word or almost
free-form poetry
kind of feel.
Free-form thought.
I don't know if that's really. I mean, they're obviously just letting it go wherever the submissions take them.
Awesome.
Free-form poetry.
We'll see where it goes.
Free-form poetry, says Ad Hoc.
So I just wrote something called "Glimmerings of Life." Taking obviously the title of the music, and all that I wrote was, this is actually funny.
Are you able to put the words up on screen as you read them, or no?
I don't know.
Share that screen as well.
It's a good idea.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Cool.
Do you know why?
What?
Bedroom After Dark. We share ourselves till we get banned.
Bang.
But yeah, so here's what I wrote, and I'll read it off to you. Glimmerings of life. Existence is pain, intermingled with moments of silent reprieve. I open my mouth to explain, and a cannon goes off, emptying me out and destroying everything in front of me. Desolation, thirst, hopelessness. Why do I go on? Continuing to put one foot in front of the other while so many around me fold themselves into the sweet comfort of giving up.
Here.
Why do I go on when my words serve as daggers, scarring my own throat? I scream at the chaos. I cry at the vision of the oasis, the concept of hope, constantly at the limit of our vision. And I realize it is that which drives me. A belief in the ability to possess the unattainable. An unending struggle which demands that you submit or rise up. Existence is pain intermingled with moments of silent reprieve. But I do not find solace in the silence. So I press on, taking one step at a time, refining my voice, and learning the power of words. Through the hurt, always forward, toward that haven on the horizon.
That's beautiful, bro.
For real.
Beautiful, BB.
Oh,
Great
man.
words. Great words.
Right? I mean, that's
That's poetry right there, man. That's fucking.
I felt it when I was writing it because I was like, dude, this is not my style of writing at all. But when
That's
I wrote
more
it
in the monk land of
I was not. That is not my style.
Love it.
But I was writing and I felt, fuck, I'm liking what I'm doing here. Let me just roll with it. And I wound up listening to that like maybe twice, 2 or 3 times as I was writing it, just because right off the bat I had that feeling of just this
connect,
almost a little bit of like a little bit of a suicide, not me, but like that someone would be feeling a suicidal thing with that music, but still just this thing to go on, and so I was happy with it. So I submitted it. So we'll see what happens.
I absolutely love it. It's extremely relevant, I think, to every human being at every moment of every challenge.
Thank you.
Absolutely. It's funny. It is a very beautiful synchronistic gift to me as well. Had a very interesting meeting last evening with collaborators, and I was that was my takeaway as I watched instead of screaming,
right?
Yes, yelling. Yes. I watched, and I just studied all of the other players in the collaboration and said, okay, this is where you're at. This is as far as you'll go by giving what you want to give right now.
What you want, what you're willing to give,
what something is, your belief system right now is saying this is what you're worth, which is higher than what you're willing to give. And at the same time, demanding more by having nothing to back it up except from your comfort zone. Your comfort zone says you deserve this and you're entitled to such. Where the realm the next realm you are coming into demands more because it is a level up. And everybody that has achieved that next level up has already come to that exact speech that you gave and said, no, I'm taking pain.
Yeah.
I'm taking pain because I know it's going to fucking, the scar is tighter tissue that can handle more endurance. Instead of couching yourself saying, I'm better than what they're giving me right now. And not willing to do the work over again because you're in a new land where you have to start at zero, a new level. You got to do the work over again. Everything you fucking achieved in level 1, you can't lay there on it and says, now that I've completed that, I could do nothing except what comes naturally. Well, fuck. If we did everything that came naturally to us and then stopped, we wouldn't progress to the level of what comes naturally is what's going to pierce the next level in a way that nobody else has before.
What comes comfortably to us.
That's it. Naturally, comfortably. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. What comes comfortably to us? Because there, you don't necessarily want to. You want to focus on what comes naturally to you, but that doesn't necessarily mean that everything that you do is comfortable to you. That natural ability might take you to an uncomfortable or demand something uncomfortable from you, but you have to be willing to go there. You can do it, and that's why the one line of that, that unending struggle, which demands that you submit or rise up.
That's it.
That's what it is right there. That's the way. That's the. I mean, I never put those words together before, prior to when I wrote that.
It's awesome. Good.
But that's like almost a motto for me.
Absolutely. People will tattoo that on their flesh.
Yeah, that is a fucking life is an unending struggle that does demand that you either rise up or submit. That's it.
Every day.
That's it. Every day.
Every day.
And
every creation. That's why you keep doing it. You don't paint one painting and stop. You don't write one song and stop. You don't write one story and stop saying, I've completed it. Yeah. And now I sit back into the abyss.
So, I almost
Next. It's the journey. It's not the completion. Once you complete it, the craving comes back for next.
And that's
for those who demand it.
And that's why I wanted to make sure
of the adventure. It's the
comment on that website today, just because regardless of whether they take that writing or not that I put in. I
took it, man.
Regardless of whether they take it or not, that website is what inspired me to create that writing.
Right.
And so I just want I encourage everybody. I want to spread that website around to people to go, dude, check this place out. It's a collaborative back and forth. It's bringing in music creativity. It's bringing in work, words creativity. Go check it out. It's. I don't think that I don't know if they know what they've got in terms of the potential of where they can take that and inspire people to do stuff, because I could as of right now I could care less if they go, hey Brian, we're going to publish yours, because I'm so happy with what I created there. I don't need them to do it. The fact that they created a space that gave me something to go write something that is not at all in my style that I'm so happy with. I want to share that with everybody. So definitely everyone.
That's awesome, BB. That's right. That is what it's about.
Check it out. Everyone, share it to whoever you know that's creative, and keep an eye on it. You never know what you're going to find out that's going to inspire you there. I think. I hope.
Ongoing .space.
Yeah.
Very cool, man. Fucking awesome.
Yep, that is. It's very inspirational.
I'm trying to bring
and again,
it up. My other window
done.
is completely frozen. I was going to share this ongoing space. I was going to try to pull it up. Maybe BB, you can.
Yep.
Yep.
BB can.
Yep.
Yeah, for some reason
beast.
That's weird.
All right, so here is the actual.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I binged.
That's true art. That is right there. Is like that's when it comes together. Like that is the essence of. I don't know, man. That was great, man. It was really great. It touches into the creative spirit of you, and it's what keeps artists moving forward. I thought it was awesome, man. It was really great reflection of life too. Awesome job, BB.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Thanks for sharing that too, man. It brings me solace too, and if you go back to the early part of the former broadcast that we started at 9.
Yeah, and even this right here, there are general guidelines for submission. Like, I love this. We ask that you do not spend more than a day or two on your piece. We cannot and would not dream of timing you, but the goal is not to be too precious about our work, to embrace whatever comes, to get it out and then away. Given that piece is submitted should be created in response to our prompt, we ask for first publishing rights. However, once your piece is up on the site, you can, of course, submit it elsewhere.
Nice.
If for some reason you no longer want your work on the site, you are free to ask us to take it down. And there you go. Submit your work together with a short third-person bio.
Yeah, they sound like they got their head in the right space.
Right? So that's all great. And then they've got right here rules for submitting text, rules for submitting sound. Music sound should be about 5 minutes. If you're moved to create something much longer, please send us your favorite or most representative 5 minutes. All genres, however, it should be inspired by the written prompt that comes before it. So please don't send us something you already recorded. Don't set the prompt to music. Be inspired by it. This is not a songwriting competition. We know. We said all genres. This is the exception. But please feel free to use your voice in interesting ways. We will only post original works. The work you said must be composed, improvised, performed by you. Don't use or copy or use other people's works in your response. First, it's not nice. Second, we want to hear what you come up with. We welcome music submitted by individuals or groups. Make sure you list the names of all composers, performers involved. We're open to anyone around the world, any level of experience. So they've got these guidelines that make sense. And I like the way they write it.
How long is the piece that inspired the music?
The piece that inspired the music, if you scroll down here.
Because now I'd like to hear that.
There's Glimmerings.
Mm-hmm.
And then the piece that inspired that was right here called Shoes.
It's very short.
By Zan Indigo. Your shoes
are my father, prepared to die.
Your shoes are too tight. Each footstep, loud against the muted night, carries a grain of discomfort. Discomfort you're reminded of every time you walk, but you forget again when you take your shoes off to relax. But this is neither the time nor the place for relaxation. Deserted streets loom around you, a rainbow of blacks and grays. The same streets you've walked 1,000 times, with street lamps casting pools of garish orange, fighting back against the darkness. No one but you at this time of night. Yawning windows peer out at you from darkened concrete facades. A passing car snatches your attention. Pale blue lights illuminating graffiti. An abandoned building, tenacious plants sprouting from between bricks and tiles. Decaying timber hiding long silent windows. As you walk closer, you start to make out slogans and tags. Spidery spray paint, making book pages out of unloved walls. One thing catches your eye. Knotted wooden boards covering a forgotten doorway. The swirling shapes in the wood adorned with the words, "Spread your wings." You pause a moment, your footsteps giving way to silence. Just the sound of gentle wind and the faint flutter of bats. You look up, catching brief glances of them between glaring streetlights. Bats don't need shoes. Perhaps you should take the graffiti's advice and spread your wings. Quietly, you wonder. Maybe, before you walk the same streets 1,000 more times, those streets feel old and worn to you now, like an old pair of shoes, tattered and painful to put on. But familiarity is comfort in itself, and comfort numbs the mind to greater needs.
Mm-hmm.
A frown.
There.
Yeah. A frown crosses your brow. Yes, you should spread your wings. You make a silent promise to yourself to do just that. You look back to the old building and the graffiti you'd seen before, but you find no words there. Just decaying timber, hiding long silent windows. Knotted wooden boards covering a forgotten doorway.
It's great. That's a great piece.
Yeah, it's a good piece. You know what I mean?
Got the same feeling and vibe as yours too.
Well, again, because it was based off the music, that is the sound of that piece. So
the music was inspired by that piece.
Thread of vibration.
But I wound up essentially going through all of these eventually.
Oh, cool. So it's the same thread. So a writing inspires a song, a song inspires a writing inspires the song, and it's the same thread.
I don't know if it goes back past this year, but like this is the first one. This is
I was in a film called My Bone Flute.
But it was totally different.
Well, it was an After Dark.
Right? But that's the first one from January of this year. And this story inspired this piece of music.
I wonder if they reboot on an annual.
Yeah, I don't know. I have
to say, it's really great. I love it. It's the exquisite corpse mentality.
Right? They're an online prompt journal for music and prose.
Inspirado.
Yeah, here's how it works.
Inspirado.
And then please keep in mind this is not meant to be one single story that keeps on going. We hope to keep this idea alive for as long as possible.
That's the Mundok Brothers musical submission.
Mein Kampf.
Right?
Whatever that one was. Inspirado. Nosferatu. Inspirado. Nosferatu. Inspirado. Nosferatu. Mein Kampf.
Yeah, but I love this right here. I love this right here. We hope to keep this idea alive for as long as possible, but we do not ask for submitters to familiarize themselves with every.
I know, but Dummkopf means stupid.
Dummkopf, dummy.
No, instead think of this as a series of individual prompts that build off of and inspire each other in new and exciting ways.
That's great.
And then
that's really cool. That is a great idea. Like if it got purchased.
So here you go. Yeah. So Tam Easley.
Okay.
That's the person that wrote the first thing, right?
Of course, who's from Berlin.
So I think this is just see Tam Easley by Tam My Bone Flute by Tam Easley. So Tam Easley is one of the people that got this started.
That's awesome. See how she did that, by the way? She, her. That's the way of the future, by the way, as far as gender relationship. Gender identification. It's great.
What do you mean?
Well, it's how you identify yourself. You identify your gender.
There's no identification with Tom Easley. I mean, it could be a boy or a girl.
Correct. Doesn't matter. But
Alex
Easley says she, her. But even if born male, anatomy-driven male, it would still be Alex, she, her. It's gender identification. And then there's other things. I'm just learning all this now.
Right.
They, which means is like binary. They. Of course, there's them. They, them, or maybe that's binary. I'm not sure. Anyway, something to this. This is the future.
All I know is that Tam Easley has something published on Drunk Monkeys, and she likes writing about reality TV tech and the post-apocalypse.
Sir Robert Burnett's for this Drunk Monkey.
Yeah, so there you go, man. Share it, visit it.
Yep, experience it. Delve in and be inspired by
it. Hey, K-Rock, is there any more wine in this bottle?
Any more Frodo? Yo.
Finish the Frodo.
Is there any more Frodo?
Need some more Frodo, yo.
Frodo.
Everybody, welcome to the first official episode
of
Big
Room After Dark. Very good, everyone.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Let's show more stuff that can get us banned.
Okay. I'm on it.
You know what we got to do? Here's what we got to do.
What you got to do?
Ultimately, we're going to have to wind up creating multiple Twitch accounts.
Okay.
So that we'll have our Big Room account, right?
Okay.
But then we'll have Big Room
1,
late.
Big Room 2,
Big Room
3.
late. Big Room late. Right? Big Room late. Late. Big Room late. So that then when we end this stream, we go to Big Room late. Mm-hmm. And we keep that one alive as long as we can. Because if we get a mark on this stream right now, that gets attached to our account. So if we get 3,
gotcha. Is it
if we
still
get 3
attached
marks,
to our account?
Right. So if we get 3 marks, it'll still ban our we won't be able to.
Son of a bitch! I was just gonna see what we wanted to see out of some Frodo searches on YouTube, but now that you mentioned the ban,
so what we need to do is we need to create a separate account that's a big room late, and we keep that until it gets banned completely.
Right, and then we have to change the name,
and then we create the Big Room Late 1, and we reiterate on every episode Listen, when this is banned, we'll be switching over to Big Room Late 1.
Elrond that MTV cooked up earlier this year.
Let's get it.
I want to watch this. It's 3 minutes. It'll get us banned.
It'll definitely get us banned.
Right.
Lord of the Rings, Jack Black, Council of Elrond.
Wow.
Oh man, that sounds fantastic.
Hilarious. Well, everybody, we're at the 50-minute mark here at Big Room After Dark.
After Dark.
Yeah, we
You've
don't want to get our
experienced
account
something that
banned.
you've never
so I guess we're
experienced
just gonna
before.
bail.
You've experienced
Hey,
something.
red wine coming in.
More red wine.
We've
Red wine
experienced
from
something.
Mordor, straight from
Mine's
Mordor.
Ice in there,
Look
though.
at that. It looks black. That is definitely some Mordor wine.
My
Frodo
good.
imported that
That
from,
is Orc's
from, the,
blood.
from the mountain of Mordor.
Didn't you have a
traded
character
the ring
that
for
was
that.
addicted to Orc's blood? Is that you, Ad Hoc?
Or
Is it
that
Hawk?
is Orc blood. What?
Which one of you guys would only drink Orc's blood?
That was no, that wasn't any of us. That was my cousin.
Oh,
Was
really?
it?
That was Thud?
Yeah, I think it was Thud or Thud. I think it was Thud. Yeah,
Huh.
Gotcha.
Nice.
yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know,
I got a
we
friend
started
request
playing
from
Dungeon.
I got a friend request from an uncle. Today,
Okay.
Charles.
You don't
Yes.
have an Uncle Charles.
I apparently do. I guess it's one of my moms or dad's brothers or something. I don't know,
Okay.
but I don't know. It's like a second uncle or something.
Dude,
But
you're so
Charles-
famous, people are going to start telling you that they're your uncle.
But he definitely
I'll look out
looks
for that.
like one of our clan, one of my clan, one of my
All
dad's
right.
clan.
Dude, you're
But,
so famous, people get plastic surgery to look like one of your
It's-
clan
right?
and say that they're your uncle.
But he sent it, and
It's a long game.
I declined it. I didn't even join it because his profile picture is him in a Trump 2020 hat, and I was just like, oh, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth the.
No.
Why
Not
would
that
I? Why would
mentality.
I accept this because you share some level of blood with me? Fuck that! This is
I don't
not
share
gonna-
agony with you.
I do not. That blood does
Mental
not have to
anguish.
meet my mentality at all. But yeah, so that was a
Good call, man. Not worth it.
yeah, no, not worth it. Not worth it.
I'm here to bring some aggravation into your life.
And
Ding,
that's
ding,
what I do.
Ding,
Let's
ding, ding.
go. Let me
Ding,
tell
ding,
you how bad an idea that mask is.
Let me
Ding,
tell you
ding.
how bad an idea that mask is.
Oh, fuckers.
Weed them out, thin the herd.
Thin
Weed them
the-
out, thin the herd.
Like I said, I told K Rock today. There's only three. There's only three results that wind up eventually moving society past this pandemic. There's only
Yeah, K-Rock, everybody.
only three.
Never above the tiara, darling.
Yeah, one is that the virus mutates into a ridiculously deadly version of itself. And our government says, no, we cannot force people to take the vaccine. We can't.
Mhm.
It's against everything. And in that result, we wind up in a very odd billions of people dying and a different version of society. There's no
Mhm.
more electricity and you're not making TV shows for fun. You know, it's a much more post-apocalyptic time. That's one. Two,
I saw this as two different ones, but go ahead.
no, that's just one. That's just
Okay.
one.
Wait,
There's
you're saying the government there is no vaccine for this? Like the vaccine we have?
He's
doesn't
saying it's a
work on it?
choice.
It's a choice. It's a choice that the government says, hey,
Well, if it's a choice, it would just clear up more jobs for the younger generation.
Yeah, I don't see everything shutting down the same way. That's what I'm saying. It sounded like two different splits. But go ahead. Okay, that's one
Yeah.
reality, Rick and Morty. What's
Right.
the next, Rick?
the second one is that it morphs into some sort of ridiculously deadly virus, much higher fatality rate. But the government says, yeah, no, look, children, you have to go take your medicine. that's the end. This is the end now. So you either have to go take your medicine, or
We'll hasten it for you with this electric chair.
or no, or you're
Camp?
just not, you're
You have
not
to go
allowed.
into a concentration camp.
No, not necessarily. But you're not allowed. You're not permitted into restaurants. You're not permitted into
Right.
a concert.
There you go.
You don't have the vaccine.
You're grounded.
There was a
You're
riot
grounded.
in
You're
France. I
grounded.
just saw it right before I came on.
Yeah.
They're rioting in France because of mask mandate. They
Yeah,
don't.
you're grounded. That's it.
Thousands
That's all.
of people in the street.
Yeah,
France.
yeah.
No Trump influence. It's fucking France.
And, dude, the thing about Denmark shocked me was that they're rioting against masks and any kind of vaccine. That they think they should be able to ride it out. And there's like a weird thing in terms of the human population that they don't understand that viruses don't care. Like I get the whole desire to want to politicize something and make it a big conspiracy theory or a political, but like they said, fucking polio would still be around today if we had the same mindset that many people have right now.
Trust.
Yeah, it's a trust.
Hallelujah.
Right. Trust is
Trust. That's really what it comes down to. It's
well, that's too.
when somebody's asking you to heal yourself with their potion,
right.
is it Presto or is it Merlin?
Right.
You don't know what you're gonna get. Are you being, you know what I mean?
Right.
Is it Presto from D&D cartoons or is it Merlin?
And so if in the second situation,
are they rolling a 6-sided die or a 100-sided die?
If the
Right.
What are the odds?
You got to trust our wizard. You got to trust the wizard.
All right.
We're at a point where you got to trust the wizards, and
that's what I think
not
it's
everybody
coming down
trusts the
to,
wizard.
I guess.
Good analogy.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah. You have to.
Why don't you change your name to T Monk instead of D? Just put T-Monk,
Like
and then that way I
Thelonious
can
Monk?
still call you T, and it makes sense to all of our
Okay.
views.
I think everyone knows. I think they can figure that out.
T Monk,
Who came in?
you
Who's
are
that?
the only one that has the letter T. So if I say T, it still works.
Huh?
Is it?
Everybody. Tiki Beard, Monk Beard summons
After dark.
from out there in the world of awesomeness. And
Yeah.
we have ourselves a
Nice.
Jafar.
Welcome back, Gina Jafar, from the
Welcome
world
back.
of Netherlands.
Oh, this might loop. This
From
might
the dark,
loop. Hold on.
the dark
Hold on.
Netherlands.
All right. Is that better? Did it loop?
No.
No
Yeah.
looping yet.
I think
No looping.
we're gonna have to do this. Take that. Substitute. Tag team.
Guys, I'm an emotional roller coaster this evening. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going to get right in here and get real with it. I've been like,
What?
I mean, I'm just so happy. I cried off all whatever pretend makeup I put on this morning. Gone.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah. But
Somebody give you a sucker bite?
No, yes. I,
it's just a shadow. It's just a shadow.
Oh,
But you should see the thing I got on my ass.
that a girl.
Good news. No accidents on the ride home.
Good.
Totally.
Yay.
Totally like eventless drive home.
No, the
Only
reference
because
of
Brian
47
warned you and
seconds.
stop the butterfly effect.
Yeah, correct. And what
Nice.
BB?
No, the references to 45. It's 47 seconds.
47. No, but I did think about it on my ride home a lot. Like,
Right, yeah.
what's going on with that? What
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean? What does
I
that
thought
mean?
it came in on your karaoke like 47 seconds. You know,
No,
on
and
your
you know
countdown.
what? The karaoke, as much as I like that place, it was a lame night tonight.
It had
Aw.
some connection with vibrations. I don't know what that meant in the dream. There was a
47 vibration.
47. No, it was 47 seconds for sure.
Okay.
But the 47 seconds was tied into vibrations of some sort. I don't know. Nobody said. I don't know what it meant. I have no idea.
The monk is currently 47.
Yeah, correct. For another month and a week or so.
Correct.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's. I don't know.
I don't know.
What,
47
I'm gonna
seconds.
meditate on that.
Just keep it in the back pocket, man. Keep it in the back
What
pocket.
does that mean? 47 times I signed my name today.
47 seconds and vibrations. Like vibrations like those, like those vibrations. Like actual vibrations.
Okay.
Like that.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Like that.
Reminds me of the Lion King when he's like, Mufasa. Ooh. Say it again. Mufasa. Ooh. I like your crazy straw you got going on there.
Yeah, that's my conduit of the wrong colored wine.
It's like a lightning bolt, though.
Yeah. Linus.
Right?
It reminds me of like the design Linus had on his shirt from the Peanuts. And it also matches a stripe on my microphone.
It was a discovery of K-Rock.
Black and yellow, representing the Berg.
Right?
Which I thought was a beer bottle ad hoc.
What? Oh, his mic?
Yeah, just the way it's positioned right in front. I thought it was like a...
I've thought that in the past, too. I originally I thought that, and I think at least twice more after that I thought that. But now I'm at the point where I go, yeah, I know, that's just his mic.
You know that is.
Yeah.
How about these portraits?
Yeah, who's that over on the left? Is that Tiger Woods? What's going on there?
This one?
Yeah.
That guy?
Yeah.
That's Billy Zahurik's deceased husband, Bob, who passed in December from COVID.
Looking very handsome and like in the rain. It looks like he's in some rain.
Yeah.
The rain is pouring down, but he got his hat on. He's happy.
He wasn't. Yeah, he wasn't someone who had any other illnesses that you would think.
How old?
40.
No. Younger than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he did have the he had diabetes.
Still.
Okay. But I mean, like, he was a health-filled person when he got ill with COVID.
And he was like always, unfortunately, he's one of the people that he was a smiling guy. He always brought good energy around.
Yeah. And he and Billy, he and Billy were partnered together for many, many moons. They did not procreate. They partnered with each other fully, like they were just interwoven with one another. So
they did everything together.
Yeah, the loss is strong.
That's hard,
like
there was a soul bond that has been broken.
Yeah.
In a very, very real way.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And she commissioned a portrait. And it's great. It's great because the photos that she gave him were like blurry snapshot photos, like
right.
This is how I remember him. And he's like,
right.
And she's like, there you go. And he did a great job with it.
Yeah.
And then this
really
one
cool.
is the somebody from Hershey.
Really?
Yeah.
They're faceless, it looks like.
Well, it's brand new. He just started it yesterday.
Face is going last.
Jafar, I feel sad that Jafar just missed my new entry.
Yeah, you should give it to her.
I would have enjoyed that.
Was it music?
The music thing, yeah. Did you hear that?
Yeah, because I logged in for a minute when I was driving home, and it was just like trippy music.
Okay, but you hear my words after.
No.
Okay.
Is there a way to play the music in the background while you read the words over top of it?
There probably is, but I don't know how. Dude, the words are so brief compared to the 6 minutes of music I haven't timed out at all where the words would be.
You don't want it to be 6. You don't need it to be 6 minutes. You get the
So
vibe
what
of the music within 30 seconds, and honestly, it doesn't change that much in 6 minutes. It's just kind of more of the same.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's just
So
yeah.
But
So-
it does set the vibe of your work.
Did you hear the music? You heard all the music?
I heard the music, but what is it that you're doing this evening?
There's
This
a-
is
there's
the
a-
after dark.
Yeah, this is something new that we're starting now. Yeah, it's awesome. But
Which
yeah,
is
no,
where we can share stuff that'll get us banned. I mean, hopefully not banned, but
Is
Well,
this
we
live?
don't own the rights to
Yeah,
this
it's live.
site. So, like, we shared that music, and since we don't typically own the rights to it, we thought we better just end and start a
so
new broadcast.
yeah, it's a website that I'm encouraging everybody to share called Ongoing, and what they do is back at the start of this year on January, one of the members of the site, one of the creators of the site, wrote a story, and then the idea is they have a contest that for the first 2 weeks of the next month, they encourage everyone read the story, and we want you to create a 5-minute piece of music or less that inspired you that the story inspired you to make.
Cool.
They pick a winner, and then they put that up on their website. Then for March, for the first 2 weeks of March, they go, hey, listen to this music. What kind of words does it inspire in you?
Cool.
What do you
It's like a relay race telephone game.
And it goes back and forth. Then it's like a small, like $30 thing, like if they choose you. So it's not like you're winning something huge. But I just love the concept of it. I love the fact that they're taking words and music and alternating it every month and putting it out there. Yeah.
Amongst the masses.
But I'll read it again real quick for you guys. Like I told Ad Hoc and the Monk that I listened to the music and I wrote something over the course of about 30 minutes to an hour. There was only 179 words. That was not at all my style. Like, it was not my thing. Like, it was not mine at all. But it was just, for whatever reason, that music had me writing this. And I was very happy with it.
I mean, it's definitely BB Rumble style. It's just not your style of writing.
Right.
As in it's more like the way you approached it was stream of consciousness as opposed to something that was thought out with a purpose.
Yeah,
but it's definitely the vibe and the message and everything is very much, traced back to BB. Sure. It got you written all over, which is good.
Well,
so I'm gonna stick around for this new reading of it. It's great. I definitely would like to hear it again.
What I wrote was the name of the piece of music was Glimmerings, and I called this Glimmerings of Life. And so what I wrote was,
but why don't you play the music in the background while you read it? I mean, it doesn't need to be 6 minutes. Just put it in the background while you read it.
I don't want to.
Okay.
What if I'm already hearing it?
Yeah, if you've heard the music, then that's fine. If you've heard the music, good. If you haven't heard the music, I'll play it. But I just don't want to play. I don't. The words aren't meant to go over the music at all. They're not.
Okay, I heard the music. I'm ready to hear the words.
The words that I wrote were Glimmerings of Life. Existence is pain, intermingled with moments of silent reprieve. I open my mouth to explain, and a cannon goes off, emptying me out and destroying everything in front of me. Desolation, thirst, hopelessness. Why do I go on? Continuing to put one foot in front of the other, while so many around me fold themselves into the sweet comfort of giving up. Why do I go on when my words serve as daggers, scarring my own throat? I scream at the chaos. I cry at the vision of the oasis. The concept of hope, constantly at the limit of our vision. And I realize it is that which drives me, a belief in the ability to possess the unattainable, an unending struggle which demands that you submit or rise up. Existence is pain intermingled with moments of silent reprieve. But I do not find solace in that silence. So I press on, taking one step at a time, refinding my voice, and learning the power of words. Through the hurt, always forward, toward that haven on the horizon.
Wow, that's really beautiful.
Bam.
Thank you.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, it's powerful. Awesome. I love it, man. Great job.
I don't know if they'll. I don't know if it, like I said to T and A. I don't care if I submitted it. I wrote it. I listened to the music. It, for whatever reason, it inspired me to write that, and I submitted it. And I don't care if they pick it as a winner or not. I'm really happy with it. I really like it, and I love the concept of this website. I kind of feel that this is it's just a couple of people running this in Canada, and that they may not realize what they've got here. I want to share this site I want everyone to share this site because I feel like it's a great opportunity for people just to create something.
Yeah,
that's it.
It's a very usable platform for people to dip into their creativity.
I've already won just by creating that. I don't need them to give me $30
for art's sake, man.
Yeah, it's just like I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that won't find a victory in just creating something, but that was a victory, man. I was very, very happy with it.
Yeah, it's really beautiful.
I expect to see me sharing that on Facebook and whatnot, just as a thing of people go out there, check this out, and
I'll check that website out.
I think there's something there. I think they, I hope that they could keep it going. They wrote just an accept, like, hey, we're letting you know we got your email. I'm going to respond to them, just to let them know. Listen, I really love what you guys got going on here. I'm planning on sharing it. I think you've got something great here. I just want to let you guys know. I think you've got you've pegged a weird little niche here where you're reaching out to different kind of creators that are focusing on music and just words and getting them to bounce off of each other. There's something there.
Cool game. Created a little game in a sense.
Yeah, it's just a great. It's a great game, but it's a great exercise. It's a great opportunity for people to explore stuff, and to anything that inspires someone to create something, it's got to be good, right? That can't be bad.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So,
that's awesome.
Dope.
We'll see where it goes. And
also, it was really cool that you got props from somebody else that was a friend of a friend on. She said she liked. Tell Jeannie about that.
Yeah, I won the.
Congrats.
Thank you. But the publisher of the Space and Time magazine.
Yes.
Her name is Angela Yuriko Smith.
Yes.
And she's friends with Linda Addison.
Yes.
That Adam and I met.
Yep.
And she wrote to me and just said, "Hey, I think you're a great person on top of being a great writer. I love the fact that you're this enthusiastic about the Iron Rider. You know,
Right on.
you know, and that really means a lot. I think that you're a really great person. And so she wants me to record 3 video readings of my stories that she could then publish on her website. And direct people towards my stuff.
That's awesome.
So that's really cool.
man.
That's really cool.
Yeah, she said,
what are you gonna wear?
At the
You got it.
premieres,
I think you got the look right there. You got the yellow coming over the left shoulder.
Right.
You got the yellow straw. Make sure you match your straw to the yellow straw works right there. You got
Absolutely.
it looks like
Yes.
Wizard Lightning
Yes.
going on. Make sure you have it so they know that you're a drinker.
Oh yeah.
And a wizard.
And a wizard. Drinking wizard here.
But yeah, so that was great. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was really great, and we'll see. And then next month, so I even wrote to her. I said, you know, I know that I can't, because now I'm not allowed to enter the August contest.
Oh,
because I won July, and they want to have quarterly competitions, so they want to make sure there's no double ups.
so you'll go the next time.
Right. Well, but what I said to her was like, hey, what if I would enter a story after the deadline so it doesn't get added to the voting options so nobody can vote for it? It won't even be on the voting menu. But I could still add a story that people could read. And she was like, that would be amazing.
Yay!
Yay! And I was like, okay, if I got time, I'll enter a story after the deadline.
And that gives them an idea. So it's a way to kind of spotlight the previous winner. If they do it in that way, it's an opportunity for them to say, hey, this is what, even though he's, according to our rules, he's forbidden to submit to a month in a row. But here's this thing. If anybody wants to read what our prior month's winner wrote.
Right.
That would be cool if they would do that.
And then I got some really great feedback from that New York City Midnight magazine, that contest that I entered, which is like a big contest where there's like 4,000 plus people entered it. But I put my story up for review for the other competitors, and I got some stranger that I don't even know who they are read it, and that was the fairy tale story, the one the Frostmonger and all that.
Yeah.
And they read it, they were like, this is brilliant. I love the explanation of the reason for the changing of the seasons. I really hope the judges like what you did here, because I think this is a great story.
That was me. I said that.
Was that you?
Yep,
okay.
It was me. Not a stranger anymore. Gigi Jafar. I said that to you.
Right there, boom.
Trying to keep you afloat with the hope and the love, man.
Right.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I thought I anytime I even mentioned to Angela where like on the Iron Riders challenge, there weren't that many. There weren't a bunch of people entered stories in July. It was like me and like 3 or 4 other people. So it wasn't like I beat out like 1,000 people. And I said to her like, hey, I know there are only a few of us that entered stories, but it's still pretty cool that there were enough people that liked it that it got more votes than anybody else. And she wrote back just saying, it doesn't matter if there's 4 stories or 4,000 stories. The fact that people like your story enough to vote for it means something. I was like, yeah, that's cool. That's great. That's great. So that's all good stuff.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. Keep at it, Phoebe. You're killing it. You're crushing, bro. You're crushing. You're coming into yourself, as an artist.
I'm writing
and we all have our different mediums that
we're putting those words on the paper.
Right.
On the computer.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our mediums at which we, choose to express ourselves in the best way. But I think, man, it's like you're definitely crushing like the monk. Genie just crushed that beer.
I'll say this for sure, though, man. If Ongoing, if Ongoing would pick my words, then I got you, T, Dave. You guys all got some shit off of my words to try and carry
hell
on.
Hell
right?
yeah.
Right?
True.
If it does, that's a huge if.
But wait, so that I'm not cheating, we shouldn't compose anything until it's actually picked, because that would be cheating if I started composing something for it now.
It might be. I don't know. I guess it would be cheating. Yeah.
According to the rules that you read,
Yeah,
I mean, they're well, no. I think it wouldn't be actually. It's just I just have some insider information.
If you created a piece of music based on those words,
right
now, and only spent a day or two, and then held on to it,
that's
be fine. That's
true.
it.
I still got the rules are it's got to be inspired by that and only a day or two.
Right.
So that would still.
But they're not timing you. Also, they said they're not timing you. So if it did take you longer to do it, if you spent more time on it, they're fine with that.
I just found lyrics that the monk wrote. They're under his computer here. Just reading through some of them. Like he always writes super fun lyrics, but I just like the fact that he wrote "chitty chitty bang bang" and part of it. Keep on keeping on, gents. I gotta go.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. It's a great session. Love you guys.
No more than 2 days. What's going on?
That's what
you did. Somebody else said.
I think T shared something in the room on text.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I think it's time. Yeah, I'm definitely happy bailing out now.
Do you want me to bring the monk down to say goodbye to you?
No, just give him our regards. We are out of here.
Yeah, I think I look for first of all, I look for stories from Millville next Wednesday.
Are you not joining us on Saturday?
I don't think K-Rock has a
come on, just do it.
K-Rock's taking advantage of Johnstown on Saturday. So
Salzburg.
All right. And she will be gone on Saturday.
Well, it's a questionable choice by the hand of K-Rock, but
give me a story. Give us it just means more stories.
I'm renting a wheelchair van and coming to pick you up.
Yeah.
There you go. That's happening.
This is happening, people. You're carrying the signage and BB Rumble. Let's do this.
We'd work through it. All right, so next Wednesday and then 2 Wednesdays.
I still wave bye to the hand of K-Rock, even though I disagree with their judgment.
Be safe during the coming week. We'll see each other next Wednesday.
See you Wednesday.
And who knows what kind of magic between now and then.
Look at this kick-ass ring. Sorry, speaking of magic, look at this. Wait, let me get the lighting.
I'm scarred for life, but I'm set for life, and I'm set for life, but I'm scarred for life, and I'm coming at you. I'm fucking crazy. I'm fucking psycho, fucking insane. That's the fucking chorus right there.
You nailed it, dude. You nailed it. You nailed it. And you visually transformed into fucking Joe Rogan.
You did.
You fucking,
Joe Rogan. Yeah.
Yeah. You did. You visually transformed into Joe Rogan. It was amazing.